morning, it's Michelle Gwen with Gwen Properties at RE/MAX Professionals. I'm here this morning with Marina with Designer Premier. It's a matchmaking business for everything interior in the home. Tell us a little bit more about what a design matchmaker means.
So I got the nickname the Design Matchmaker because I work with homeowners that obviously have projects that they're wanting to do in their home. And usually they're at a loss at who to trust or who to call, or even a lot of times, are they going to need an architect, are they going to need a designer? So what type of trade are they going to need assistance with? So what I do is I meet with them in their homes and I spend a couple hours interviewing with them so I can get a really understanding of who they are, the personality piece, the aesthetic that they're trying to create, the scope of the project, the budget that they're wanting to work with. And then once I have all that information, I show them a slideshow presentation of different designers that I feel would be appropriate for them in their project. Meeting with clients, Michelle, about 50% of people that I meet with have not worked with a designer before. When I meet with them, I give them, a whole packet of information, and we talk about how do you determine the budget. We talk about the interview process and some different kind of questions that you should ask. And then I set up the interviews for the clients and I attend the meeting with the clients. So I literally hold their hand through the process to make sure that they're being taken care of and answering any additional questions that they have until they have the perfect person that they want to work with. My clients.
A true concierge type service.
Yes. I've heard time and time again that people were just so ecstatic when they found me because they knew that I would just make life so much easier for them.
I bet. What medium do you most often meet a client that you work with? Is it generally through realtors, or is it online, or referral, or all of the above?
Yeah, it's definitely all of the above. I do receive referrals from builders and architects that I work with, even painters and showrooms can refer me to clients. I do have a lot of people that find me online.
What pieces of advice do you give a client when you first, not necessarily first meet them, but decide to move forward with the project that they have?
I am a strong believer that the most important element in finding the right professionals to work with is personality and the connection. People have a tendency to look at the work and have that as being the number one deciding factor. And definitely their aesthetic is important, that you like what it is that the designer does. But if you can't communicate with them, and if they're not presenting things to you in a way that makes sense to you, then a lot of times it's not successful. For example, when I have clients that are very analytical, if I didn't give them a designer that was left brain, right brain balanced, they wouldn't present information to them in a fact-driven manner.
That's great advice, actually. How do you get paid?
I get paid through the designers that I refer. So it is a completely complimentary service to the homeowner that I'm assisting.
I think that's fantastic, and that was obviously a very exciting part of your services when I learned about that as well. How did folks get a hold of you or find you?
Well, they can certainly find out a lot of information about me on our web, which is designerpremier.com. They can give me a call at 303-916-9515, or they can certainly shoot me over an email at marina@designerpremier.com.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah.